Hello, I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Jade.
Um,
Today we're going to be talking about the topic of caged eggs, but it's actually caged chickens.
yes. And so each chicken has the size of an A4 piece of paper to live their entire life, and that's it.
Entire life. And they don't come out of it. Not.
And also, it's the A4 piece of paper to stand on, and then
It's actually less than the size of an A4 piece of paper, but
and then just enough room so they can stand up straight.
In each cage there's about 3 to 5 hens and they've got no room to move. And as Charlotte said, there's only they can't even stand up full height. The chickens, they don't even see natural light ever, and they never breathe fresh air.
And so each chicken, because the cage is so restricting, they can't perch, dust bathe, forage, and lay their eggs in a warm nest. So they just stand and then lay their eggs on just a bit of straw.
Yeah. The reason why we're talking to you about this is because we're doing inquiry in class and we had to choose a topic, and this is our topic. We found this topic out a few days ago, and to us it's a very sickening, it's very sickening information that we found.
And so each chicken, because of the lack of calcium, has really brittle bones, which means they can have a lot of fractures, which will never get treated.
Yeah, and in the cages, most of the chickens lose all or some of their feathers, or most or all of their feathers, due to the friction of the um, of the chicken and the cage rubbing together, because there's no room to move.
And also, at just a few weeks old, the chickens can be taken and they'll have their beak cut off so they can't peck the other birds, and they don't use any painkillers for these poor birds. And most of the birds die from dehydration, um, starvation, or
Just
weakened immune systems.
Yeah, and other diseases. Sadly enough, the male chicks, the egg industry has no use for them. They call them worthless. So the male chickens are thrown into plastic garbage bags to suffocate, and they're baby chicks alive, and they're being suffocated in bags.
And then, oh wait, continue.
And the other death is either the plastic bags or they get thrown into high-speed grinders alive.
And then there's barn-laid eggs, which is much more ethical, but it's still unnatural for them. They'll be enclosed their entire life in a barn, and those barns can have 500 or, or just more, with 12 to 15 hens per square meter.
Yeah. And of course the barn is more ethical than the cages, of course, and they've got nester boxes, feeders, they've got the drink stations, and they've got perches, litter all over, and then the floors are covered with the litter, and they can dust bathe themselves. So it's way more ethical than the caged eggs, but obviously free range is the best you can get.
Yeah, and so free range it means during the day these chickens can go outside and they can walk around and flap their wings and stretch and dust bathe, and and then during the night they're locked up in barns where they've still got plenty of room to move and easy access to drink and food and warm nesting boxes to lay their eggs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. the question that we've answered for ourselves, and we'd love for you guys to answer as well, is what can we do? Please comment below. Our answer was how just buy free range eggs and just make comments. Charlotte and I, we're going to do as much as we can to raise this topic globally. It's also part of our inquiry unit to do so, but even if we didn't have that as an inquiry unit, we still would be doing it globally. So what can we do? We just buy free-range eggs, shut the other businesses down.
Easiest thing to do. If we don't buy their eggs, they have no business.
Yeah. Of course, there will be some people that still buy their eggs, but if they really knew the answer to what can we do and what happens behind the scenes, then would they still buy it? Leave your comments below. We want to see what everyone else says. Doesn't even matter if you comment, just matters that you've watched the video. We're getting our teachers to view this video, see their comments, whatever. But that's a wrap. We'll see you in another video. Just it's wrong, it's disgusting, it's sickening. You can't do this stuff.
Just buy free range eggs.
It's much better for the chicken and yourselves. You won't feel guilty. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.